What's good, YouTube? Finesse West, and I'm back with another banger video. And as you can probably tell by the title, we're going to be using TikTok to create a March Madness bracket. Now, how are we going to do that? I literally went on TikTok, typed in March Madness tips, and then took like the first, not even the first, random numbers of videos. So we're just going to pull them up. We're going to watch them. We're going to do exactly what they say to do.
Behind what's the best upset picks. First up, 10 seed Drake versus 7 seed Washington State. Drake is not only rated higher, but they're a lot safer with better shooting and they don't turn the ball over as much, where Wazoo, bottom, and all that. Clemson isn't really bad here, but New Mexico, the number one 11 seed by far, 21st overall. The biggest difference is those turnovers, 5th to 60th. If you're in a bracket where you can just choose either playing team, this is perfect. Boise State, Colorado, both above Florida, who's very similar to a Washington State. Oregon and South Carolina are right next to each other. Neither are very high, but if it's ever like this, I'm going to pick the upset. Same situation here, Nevada over Dayton. They're very similar all around. Nevada's just slightly better in most areas. If you're looking for that big one, I like Samford, the top 13 seed. You got Kansas, obviously going to be favored, but they have guys injured and they're thin. Samford is better in threes already, turnovers, they can get out and run, and they're playing at elevation, which favors them. And a special one for round 2, BYU over the Big Ten champs.
Oh, that guy said Drake over Washington State. Clemson? He said whoever wins that plan, or whoever won that plan, beats Florida. And Oregon over South Carolina. Nevada over Dayton. And Samford over Kansas, which is crazy.
Here are 4 March Madness first round trends that you guys need to know. Number 1, in the 8 versus 9 matchup, take the underdog. In this
8 versus 9, take the underdog. Will do. I'll do it for every single one. I'll take the 9 with no fear. Alright. What else you got for me, brother?
In this matchup, the underdog is 54 and 32 ATS over the last 33 years. Number 2, the first 4 are primed for more. In its existence, only 1 year has there been a team from the first 4 that has not advanced to the round of 32.
We already have a first 4.
Number 3, and this is my favorite, the value lies with the 11 seed. 11 seeds are 26 and 26 straight up since 2011, with 92% of these teams being the underdog. They are also poised to make a deep run in the tournament, with 6 of the 16 teams since 2019 making it to the second weekend of the tournament.
Okay, so with that information in mind, we are going to go to the 11 seeds. We already have New Mexico winning and Oregon, so that's really good. So one of them we have to pick to make a run, which really means just win one more game. Either, where did they go? Where did they go? Oh yeah, either New Mexico or Oregon. Honestly, I like New Mexico more. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright.
Lastly, 9 seeds are really duds. If they win their first round matchup, they are winning the second round matchup at just 9%. Here are the
9 seeds are duds. So any 9 seed we have moving on has to lose in the second round, which is fine by me. That is perfectly okay with me. Finding this year's March Madness champion, 100% of champions have been in the top 40 at offense and top 22 in defense. I think that that's not true. I think that there's one team that wasn't, but that's okay. That means our winner has to be one of these teams: UConn, Houston, Texas, North Carolina, Auburn, Purdue, Arizona, or Marquette, Murray State. I can't remember what they're not winning. I'm not picking them. It's okay. UConn won last year, so I'm not gonna pick them to go back to back. You know what? I'm gonna come back to this towards the end and make my decision. So I think that was the third video. Let's go here.
I am a college basketball expert, and here are 3 12 seeds or higher that you need to move
First
on
of
in
all,
your bracket.
I don't know what makes this Jake Paul employee a professional, but whatever.
Tyon Grant Foster. Get to know the name. He is going to be the best player on the court when the Grand Canyon Antelopes take down St. Mary's. The Antelopes have Power 5 size, and Bryce Drew is as good as they come.
You heard him. I don't agree, but it's not about me, is it? It's not about me, is it? What team was that? What was that?
St. Mary's. The Antelopes have Power 5 size, and Bryce Drew.
What did you say?
Higher that you need to move on in your bracket. Tyon Grant Foster. Get to know the name. He is going to be the best player.
Where is GCU, chat? Oh. There it is. Alright. Next.
On the court when the Grand Canyon Antelopes take down St. Mary's. The Antelopes have Power 5 size, and Bryce Drew is as good as they come. Take Grand Canyon to beat St. Mary's. Do you remember Will Wade, LSU coach, exiled after numerous investigations? Well, he wound up at McNeese State, and they are legit. The Cowboys.
McNeese State. Where is McNeese State? Where is McNeese State? Alrighty.
Boys are fresh off a 30-win season, and once again, they have the best player on the court. Shahade Wells might go for 30 when the Cowboys beat Gonzaga. Move them on in your bracket. And the third team. Have you ever heard of Buckyball? The Sanford Bulldogs, led by head coach Bucky McMillan, are beating the Kansas Jayhawks.
No.
Kansas has so many.
No. There's no way that multiple people on the internet want me to not. What are we doing? I'm already not taking Kansas because of another video. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I believe we are on the fifth one.
Are the 5 most likely upsets that we'll see in the
upsets.
first round of March Madness,
Okay.
working from least surprising to most surprising upset. Number 5, we have number 9 TCU upsetting number 8 Utah State.
Number 9 TCU. We already should have that locked in. We do. Interesting.
Both these teams have a similar offense, but TCU has the better defense and played a much more difficult schedule this year, which has them sitting as a minus 150 favorite to win this game. Number 4, we have the exact same story, with Michigan State projected to upset Mississippi State. Teams have a similar offense, but Michigan State has that better defense and played the harder schedule, putting them at minus 120 favorites. Number 3, we're getting a little bit more surprising, with a 10 seed Drake trying to upset number 7 Washington State. Drake
10 seeded Drake. Drake? Sorry. What? Well, ideally, wow. I already have Drake picked.
Drake having the better offense, but Washington State having the better defense, this game is projected to be pretty much a coin flip. So if you're looking for a 10-7 upset to add to your bracket, this is a great one to choose. Number 2 is our biggest upset yet, with 11th seed New Mexico projected to be a 6th seed in Clemson.
New Mexico over Clemson. If I can find it. Wow.
This is just a really unlucky draw for
crossed off
Clemson. They
matchup.
are a good team, but New Mexico is one of the most balanced teams in the tournament with really solid offense and even better defense. Then as the 11th seed, New Mexico is actually favored to win this game as a -115 favorite. As we get to the most surprising upset, make sure to hit that follow button and check out my free bracket guide in my profile for even more tips. On paper, South Carolina is the better team in this matchup.
Oregon, South Carolina. Now, I think it's strange that every game that he picked, someone else already picked. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing that happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe this is the last video.
There's no such thing as a safe pick in March Madness, but according to the numbers here, the safest picks. You never want to feel comfortable with the 5-12, but man, UAB does not grade out well. San Diego State's main weakness is the 3-ball, and UAB is 68. It seems like everyone is...
Wait. So, we're going... What did he say? I just drew a complete blank. He said San Diego State is winning or losing?
Well, San Diego State's
Winning.
main weakness is the
Okay.
3.
San Diego State. Okay.
3-ball, and UAB is 68. It seems like everyone is choosing Bama to get upset, which does scare me, but I weight this
Alabama over Charleston.
model toward the defense because of the history of the tournament, and that's Bama's weakness, and yet Charleston still isn't even close. This is the biggest gap between an 8 and a 9. TCU is basically better in almost everything, and I'd rather just trust the team from the Big 12. Remember,
TCU over Utah State. I think we already have that picked. We do.
this is just the number. So it's the ultimate decision of do you want to go hot streak and vibes, or would you rather go
Texas
analytics?
Tech
NC State
over
did just win.
NC State. Texas Tech. Texas Tech.
In the ACC of all tournaments, but at the same time, they were a 10 seed for a reason. Even though they graded out well, a lot of people don't believe in BYU, but I'd be cautious on at least taking Duquesne because they are a bid stealer. They're the 6th best team in their own conference of the Atlantic 10, so naturally they graded out as the lowest 11 seed by a decent bit. I think the
BYU, you could give me 100 tries, I still couldn't say whatever school BYU's playing against name right, but luckily, we already have them picked to win.
biggest numbers lock would be Auburn versus Yale. They're a 4 seed, but if you're looking at anything analytics based, they're probably going to be ranked inside that top 10. They have an elite defense, and Yale's offense is not very good, so I think they need a miracle.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw at the top of his screen, his model had Auburn as the 4th best team in the country. So what I'm going to do is take Auburn and move them on all the way to the Elite 8. Maybe the Final Four. Maybe the Final Four. But first, see, Auburn can win. Ed Guys Metrics had them as the 4th best. I don't like UConn. I don't like Houston. I don't like UNC. Am I about to pick Auburn to win the national championship for this video? If these are the only choices historically who can win, right? And I don't want UConn or Houston. Maybe Purdue, just because I know they got bounced in the first round last year and everyone's super low on Purdue. No, but I got bit by Purdue last year. But also, that's a much better team. Alright, we're going to put Purdue and Auburn in my Final Four. I don't know how we get to that point, but that's what we're going to do. Whatever has to happen for that to happen. So Auburn's just going to keep winning. Okay? It's just that simple. Auburn just keeps winning. And Purdue. Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Oh, no. Oh, God. Who are they going to play, though? I think that Houston loses whoever they play in this game. So let's do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Oh, this is going to be ugly. Oh, this is going to be an ugly Final Four. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. It's so ugly. I don't think it's going to be North Carolina. So, let's do this. A lot of 4 seeds are in my bracket. Let's make it Arizona. So right now, the Final Four I have, based on the videos I've watched and the teams I have left to pick from, are Auburn, Arizona, Duke, and Purdue. Now, from this picture, we know that Duke... Wait, hold on. Let me try that again. From this picture, right, we know that Duke can't win. So, it's Purdue. And then either one of these teams can win. Honestly, I feel more strongly about Arizona, so I'm going to take Arizona. And because Purdue choked last year and they may get bounced early this year, I'm going to take Arizona to be the champion. It's going to be a 74-70 contest. And let's just speed run fill out the rest of this bracket, shall we? Iowa State. And then we go over here. Kentucky. Hey. We're going to take Marquette to make it to the Elite Eight. And, last couple games here, we're just going to quickly go through. Wow. Okay. We have made all of our picks. We've got some pretty big upsets, but this is our Final Four and National Championship. I'm going with Arizona, at least in this bracket, to win March Madness. I've been Finesse West. If you stayed this long, there's clearly something that you like. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my other social medias to become a part of the Finesse family. I love you all. I hope you have a great day, great week, and great year. Finesse West out.